Hello, my name is Alex. I'm a patchwork nerd and my light died and I'm bulk filming today, and this is the first time I've had time to bulk film in a while, so we're just gonna roll with it. The light's not gonna look that great and it's gonna be fine. It's all gonna be fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I am so excited for today because if you have been following my channel, you'll know that NaNoWriMo is coming up, and that is National Novel Writing Month in November, and it is my favorite time of the year. I absolutely love NaNoWriMo, even though I'm actually going to be a rebel this year. More on that later. I was tagged by Bethany Atazada to do the NaNoWriMo Work in Progress tag, where I get to answer questions about the project that I'm going to be doing in November, and I'm so excited. So let's go. And as always, I film on my phone because I just do, so I am going to have my laptop up to read off the questions and to answer them. Question number one is, what is your NaNoWriMo work in progress? AKA, what is the genre, and a little bit about the story. To bring us back to my little rebellious streak that I mentioned before, I am going to be a NaNoWriMo rebel, and I am actually going to be working on editing a project that I did for last year's NaNoWriMo. It is a novel entitled To Market, and it is a young adult dark fantasy / horror novel. Think of Hansel and Gretel meets Uprooted meets Caraval. It is the story of twins Nina and Malor who are traveling through a haunted forest at a chance for a better life, and along the way they run into the market, which is a traveling city of hags that walks throughout the forest on chicken legs, and Malor is captured by the market. It is commonly known that once the market takes you, you don't come back. Bad things happen. It's not great. But Nina is going to do everything in her power to enter the market, and she is going to try to find her brother and save him and have him be the first person to come back from the market. And she only has 1 week, a really unreliable disguise, and a bit of fire to make things be successful. She is going to have to journey into the belly of the market to not only make unlikely friendships, but she is also going to have to discover the power within herself to face her fears and to descend into the tiers of the market. I haven't talked about this part before, but there are 3 tiers to the market. Those are known as the hem, the halo, and the heart, and each tier descends further down into the market, and Nina is going to have to go all the way down to the heart of the market to be able to find and save her brother. I absolutely love this story. I feel like it is the perfect blend of spooky and fantasy that I absolutely love in a story, and I just am so excited, and that's why I couldn't contain myself to starting a new project for this year. I had to keep going with this because I really truly feel that this is going to be my debut novel, and this is going to be the novel that I try to query to agents, and I'm so excited for it. Question number 2 is, what stage is your work in progress in? The first draft, second draft, third draft, editing, betas, etc. My story, I already kind of answered this question, but it is in the editing phase. I am actually finishing up draft 2 this month. It is a complete rewrite. For my first draft, I always do a fast draft, which is why NaNoWriMo is so great for starting projects for me, because I just want to get things done and over with, and then I do heavy rewrites. And I have completely reinvented probably 95% of this story. I have made so many amazing changes for the better, and I absolutely love this story. So I will be entering into draft 3 / editing mode for the next month of November, and that is going to be where I'm making heavy plot changes. I'm going to be working on character development. It's going to be big picture stuff, and then I will slowly work my way down to little things, line edits, spelling, grammar, all that good stuff. But for now, it is going to be about big picture content, and that is going to be my focus for November. Question number 3 is, what are your goals? Monthly, word count goals, daily goals, etc. My goal is actually going to center around how many chapters the novel ends up being, and I won't know until I finish up this month. I'm guessing it's going to be somewhere between 30 to 40 chapters, depending on if I decide to squish things together, so that's going to dictate my editing goal. I would really ideally love to edit and do all of the big picture edits in the month of November, but if I'm working with a humongous amount of chapters and a really big word count, I might scale that back a little bit. So that's to be determined depending on the progress that I make in October and the final thing that I'm working on. Question number 4, do you have NaNoWriMo rewards for meeting different goals or your final goal? I like eating candy as a reward. I do have my Butterfinger peanut butter cup stash. I really like to eat those when I hit a word count goal for the day. I think I'm going to continue doing that goal when I enter into editing mode. So maybe it'll be, I get a little treat for each chapter that I finish editing or something like that. As far as big goals, I've never really done a huge reward for myself. I've definitely thought about it before. I'm not too big on reward systems for myself. I just get so caught up in what I'm doing that I forget about the whole reward part. So maybe this year I'll think of something really fun that I can treat myself to. But November is also my birthday month, so a lot of times anything I want, I end up getting at the beginning of the month because it's my birthday month anyway. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Question number 5, are you in a nano cabin or do you have NaNoWriMo buddies? I definitely like to think that I have NaNoWriMo buddies. I have you guys, obviously. I have my writers patch community, and that is the writing chat that I host over on Twitter every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I also love being a part of the NaNoWriMo writing sprints. I don't know if I'm gonna necessarily be able to do those. There are gonna be scenes that I'm rewriting those. I'll probably pop on to the sprints and participate in a handful of them. And then of course I've got my ladies from the Wanderers Writer Retreat that are all super awesome. Not everyone's participating in Nano, but I know I can go to them for support. So I've got a huge community of amazing people that I know are going to be there for me regardless of if they're doing Nano or not. Question number 6, have you done NaNoWriMo in the past, November or other months, and how did it go? I have participated in traditional November NaNoWriMo 3 years in a row. I've also participated in a handful of camp NaNoWriMos. I can't remember the number right off the top of my head, but I think it was like 3 or 4 of them. As far as how it went, I won NaNoWriMo every time I've participated, and I've also won all the camp NaNoWriMos, and I end up with really messy drafts, but I have so much fun along the way. And for me, it's not so much about the word count as it is about reaching milestones within myself as far as my confidence goes, and NaNoWriMo has done so much to boost my confidence every year. I feel like I have become such a strong writer every single year, and it just keeps growing. I feel like that is really the measure of success in how I've done with Nano. For me, NaNoWriMo has done wonders for me as a person. Question number 7 is, what are you most excited about for this Nano? And I am excited to try being a rebel. I really want to shake things up and I want to try something new, and I'm so excited to hit another major milestone with this novel. I feel like this story is so special to me that I just couldn't walk away from it to do another novel, and I feel like I'm standing on the edge of something great, and I'm really excited to see where I am going to go from here. Question number 8 is, what is your #1 advice for people doing Nano? I've actually done several videos about advice for NaNoWriMo. I have done a video about tips for newbie NaNoWriMo participants, and I will link that down below. I also have done tips for people who are going to be rebellious like me, so I'll link that down below. Just summarize my all-encompassing advice for NaNoWriMo. It is love your journey. No matter what way you're taking, no matter what path you're on, just have fun and embrace every experience. The good, the bad, the ugly. Take it all and hold it tight, because you are going to have so many things that are going to teach you about who you are as a person and about how much you can do and how much you can overcome. Regardless of whether or not you hit the 50,000 goal, there are so many things that you should be proud of with your experiences with Nano. Even if you only write 100 words and then life happens and you have to stop, you should still be proud of yourself. Be nice to yourself. That's probably what it boils down to. Just be nice to yourself. This is coming from someone who's not always nice to themselves. Question number 9 is, what is your Nano handle so we can follow you? You can find me at Alexandra Van Horn. Just type in Alexandra Van Horn and you will be able to find me on the NaNoWriMo website, and I would love if we could be buddies. That would be so cool. Question number 10 is, who will you tag to do this tag? I know that a lot of people probably have already been tagged in this tag. I am going to tag Kate Kavanaugh, I am going to tag Becca C. Smith, and I am going to tag Alexandra Roslyn. I still need to clarify if it's Roslyn or Roslyn. Sorry, I'm a dork. I would love to see your guys' response to this, and I would love to see you guys answering these questions. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I am so excited for NaNoWriMo to start, and I am so excited for this journey. And how many times can I say excited and so in sentences. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and for being a part of this wonderful NaNoWriMo journey that we're about to go on. If you are new to my channel, consider hitting that happy little subscribe button down below. I post new videos on Mondays with bonus videos intermittently throughout the week. Also, I would like you to join me every Sunday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time over on Twitter for my chat Writer's Patch. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for being just amazing, awesome, and fantastic. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I wish you so many words and so much success with NaNoWriMo. And remember, keep writing, keep laughing, and most importantly, keep encouraging each other. I'll see you next time. Toodles!